So I changed my name and it helped me manifest a lot of unpredictable things. You want to know how? What's up, everybody? This is Jean here from Authentic Energy, the platform to help women build body confidence. Now, a lot of you realize that my name is no longer Jane, it's Jean. It spells as Jing. And some of you are not sure why I made the switch. Actually, Jean has always been my name. It is my birth name. Jean is a beautiful Chinese character. It basically means a lady with many talents. It is a beautiful character my dad picked for me, and I believe the universe commanded my dad to pick that name for me. And somehow, when I moved to Australia with my family, we stopped using this name for me. And my parents chose the name Jane as my English name. So I've been known as Jane. I've been using the name Jane for ever since maybe 25 years actually. But why recently I decided to switch back to my Chinese name? It's actually very interesting when I think of it, because I did have this at the back of my mind for a little while, maybe about half a year. It was really due to the convenience sake. Because of my official documents all have Jean as my name, but I'm known as Jane to most of you guys, or most of the people that I know. Apart from my family, everybody knows me as Jane. And at one point, I was just thinking, you know what? Why don't I just, switch back to Jane? It's just convenient and all that. But I was not ready for it, because I was not ready for the inconveniences, and I wanted no change basically. I just thought that, this could imply a lot of work and, having to explain to people why I do it. To be honest, I didn't really have a proper reason. I didn't know why I want to do it. It's just simply because it may be more convenient for the paperwork, but I didn't really have a proper, how should I say it, a proper, true, heartful why I wanted to do it. It wasn't until 3 weeks ago, one day when I was journaling and I was speaking to myself, from the higher self point of view. Okay, I'm not going to get into it, but I was basically speaking to myself as if I was like the better version of myself. And when I was writing it, when I was saying like different things to myself, my name, Jean, my birth name, Jean, just boom, popped into my mind like that. And at that moment, I felt like this was the universe speaking to me. I burst into tears. For no reason, I just started crying. It was like a very magical and also bizarre moment. Mixed emotions, and after I let myself calm down, after I let the tears dry up, I just felt that, oh my God, this is like a reconnection moment where I started to reconnect with my true self, with my authentic self, with who I really am. I am that Chinese girl. I am Jean, who was born in China, who has been living her life with this name. Yet she's been living her life maybe with more layers of different things, maybe layers of maybe inauthenticity. And the name Jane, not saying that Jane is like a fake thing, fake character or something that I took home. I mean, it's a beautiful name. I made my own connection with it. But I really felt at that moment, after I made that connection with my original name, Jane, I felt that all these years I've been carrying the name Jane to define who I am, to define my identity. But all the while, what I really need to do in the whole process of rediscovering myself, in the process of also, digging out more inner authenticity for myself, it is really the right moment for me to come back and reconnect with my name. Because my name, since my birth, is part of my identity, and it is part of my authenticity too. And why don't I just go back to it? And I remember one of the reasons why I refuse to use my birth name Jean is because it's a Chinese name, right? And when I was growing up, I always wanted to fit in, especially growing up in a in Australia, in the Western world, where you just want to be part of everything, part of the mainstream. You don't want your name to sound weird, you don't want your name to be something that other people cannot pronounce. They will ask you questions like, oh, why do you have this name? Why is it not like an Anglo-Saxon name, right? So I had those reasons because I did not want to be judged. I did not want to be like the topic where people will like question about your culture and things like that. But that was all due to my own lack of confidence and my own lack of appreciation for my own culture from back then when I was younger. But now, as a mature person, as someone who truly 100% appreciating her culture, her roots, I know that, there's no reason why I should not embrace my Chinese name, Jing. And there's no reason why I have to continue to refuse to be connected with it. And this is really the time for me to come back to Jing, my birth name, and say to this name, Jing, thank you. Thank you for making me who I am. And also paying respect to my dear father, who is no longer with us now, but he went through trouble. He went through a lot of work, went through a lot of literature work to find this character for me. Because this particular character for Jing is actually quite rare. Now that it's a bit more common, but back then in the 80s, it was really rare. It was like unseen. Nobody knew how to even pronounce this character. So I really, really want to give my dad that true appreciation and really pay respect to that. Pay respect to my true identity, my authenticity, my culture by going back to my Chinese name. So some people thought this is a name change, but I actually have to tell them that it's not a change. It's actually a switch back. I'm going back to my roots. I'm getting reconnected with my authentic self. And I'm using my real name. I'm using my birth name. So I feel 100% myself. And yes, it is a Chinese name. It is a beautiful name. Even if this name is pronounced in some like weird way, but hey, you gotta learn how to pronounce my name. You gotta, respect my name. And I truly and I humbly want to invite everybody to, appreciate my name, the character Jing. And let me see if I can put it right here so you can see what it looks like in Chinese character. And it's not very common. Maybe some of you can recognize it. You've seen it before. It means a lady with talents. And I'm so grateful my dad picked this name for me. And there's a saying in Chinese culture, your name defines your destiny. So I really think that it's really time for me to really stick to my name because I love what it sounds, how it sounds. I love what it means, and I would love to be destined to be the lady with talents. So thank you so much everybody for watching this episode and get an inside understanding of why I decided to switch my name back to my birth name. So it's not a new name, it's actually my real name, Jing, J-I-N-G. It's very simple to pronounce. In Chinese, you pronounce Jing. So so you don't have that J sound. It's kind of like a combination of J and Z, right? So it's pronounced Jing in Chinese. Okay, so next time when you see me on the street, next time when you see me on Zoom call or anything like that, just come and say hi. Hi, Jing. I know my friends and my circle have already gotten used to it, and I really, really want to thank you all for learning how to say my name and also accepting my Chinese name and embracing it. So my final message before I end today's episode is that we should always find ways to be authentic with ourselves. Because being authentic with ourselves, being able to express yourself authentically is the first step. It's the fundamental first step to build your confidence. And that is why I speak about authenticity, being your authentic self a lot these days. And for me, in my personal case, it has started already, but the reason why I came across a lot of roadblocks is because I felt that, not using my birth name is probably part of the reason. And now I am back to my original name. I feel so much more. My authenticity is like 10x. So in my case, it starts from using my birth name. And let me know in the comment below, if there's anything that you don't feel authentic about, if there's anything that you want to change, and also even if you want to learn how to unlock your authenticity, feel free to, write your questions in the comment below. I would love to know what is it that's troubling you about being authentic right now. And if anybody here would like to learn how to be authentic, how to embrace yourself, how to accept yourself culturally, physically, mentally, everything emotionally, please let me know how can I actually help you with that. I will be making more episodes talking about how you can build your confidence, how you can build your confidence for body, for mind, and for like relationships and work and different things in the many episodes to come. Okay, so and do let me know what more would you like to see from me. Okay, so if you guys are new to the channel, I know many of you guys are new to the channel and signed up recently or watched my videos recently, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because I am committed to helping all of you, especially women from all walks of life, to build that confidence, that kick-ass confidence head to toe, so that you can live a happy and successful life. If you like the sound of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you guys more. Alright, so catch you guys next time. Bye!